The member for Scarborough Southwest.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question also is to the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services. Minister, I listened to your answer right now, and I appreciate that this government is taking this issue very seriously. As we know, there have been allegations made about marine land and about the health and wellness of animals at the facility. The news reports, as you said, have been disturbing and deeply troubling. My office has received emails and phone calls from many constituents and residents across Ontario who are very concerned about the issue and want us to take action. Mr. What is the government doing to ensure that animals in Ontario are safe from abuse and neglect?
Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services.
Again, Mr. President, I was very concerned. I was very concerned about what I read. But one thing that I want to say to the Ontarian, I want to say to you that if you see something like this, the first thing you should do, it's called the OSPCA. Yes, you can call the media, but first call the SPCA because they are the one that can go and do the investigation. And I'm told that in that situation, they didn't have any complaint. So I was sorry to hear that. But again, you know, we amended the legislation in 2009 to make sure that all animals in Ontario are well protected. And I was very perturbed when the opposition put forward a legislation, you know, to diminish the power of the OSPCA. If their legislation would have been passed, the OSPCA will not have been able to go there right away. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, as you know, my question is also, again, my follow-up question is to the Minister. As we know, this legislation, the Ontario Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, is an important piece of legislation, and you have mentioned how important it is. And there have been allegations stating that Ontario has no laws controlling aquariums and zoos or protecting animals inside. This is, as I said earlier, it's a very concern to me. I'm sure every member here and to many residents across Ontario. We've seen the photographs, we've seen the articles, and you know, it's quite disconcerting when you see some of these marine animals being treated the way they are. Can you say with certainty, Minister, that our legislation protects these animals in these facilities?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, yes, the legislation that we have in place do protect the animal. It's the strongest legislation that exists in Canada. And again, if I'm told that our legislation right now does not protect the marine mammal and marine land, we will amend the legislation because there's no place in Ontario for the mistreatment of animals. And shame of you, the Conservative Party, who move forward with the legislation to diminish the power of the OSPCA. You should be embarrassed, and people should take you to, you know, to task for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Order, please. Can everyone sit? Stop the clock.